Let's just trace how these two girls come to tonight's semi-final meeting. Susi beat Ponsawan of Thailand in the first round. And in the quarterfinals yesterday, she defeated the Japanese Miyamura. And as for Ju Hong, she first started off in the quarterfinal meeting yesterday because she drew a bye in the opening round and she beat the South Korean Lee Yong-soon. So the two girls not really stretched. But tonight is the real thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, women's singles semi-final 11 Asian Games Eugene. On my right, Susi, Susanti, Indonesia. On my left, Tang Hong, China. Susi to serve. Fourth game. Level break.
So umpire Choi of South Korea gets the opening game of the women's singles semi-final underway.
Love all.
Ju Hong just leaving that a little late. And a nice opening rally.
One love
from the top two players in world badminton.
Sorry.
That will be a left all score line. A mistake there by the umpire. And now we should see an opening point for Susi Susanti. A little correction there. It's Susi who leads. And a little deception. And Ju Hong beaten for the second time. And these two girls just testing each other out.
3-love.
And Ju Hong going down yet again for an early lead for Susanti. Quite a welcome break for the Indonesian, who didn't quite find the openings needed when she played Ju Hong in the team's final.
4-love.
And at this stage, Ju Hong must be getting a little uptight. And indeed, a change of shuttle, often the norm for players who wanted to have a change of fortune as well. And Ju Hong very careless.
5-love.
Carelessly putting the shuttle out. And Susi Susanti quite unexpectedly in front by 5 points.
Server, love 5.
So the chance go up then for Ju Hong, and her first point, no, that's called in. And Ju Hong was quite confident that that was sailing long, but called in it was.
Server, love 5.
Crowds there chanting the name of Tang Ju Hong. She certainly needs to put in some effort. She wants to get off the mark. And finally, she scores her first point. Won't be easy for Chiu Hong if she were to fall further behind to Susi. It won't be easy to come back against a player of Susi's caliber. So she's got to keep on attacking and let Susi do the worrying. And Susi just giving Chiu Hong the second point again. So if the second semi-final does not take place because of Huang Hua's withdrawal, then Chiu Hong will be the Chinese player to counter Lee Yong-suk. That is only if she can get past Susi Susanti. Now it's Susi's turn to ask for a change of shuttle. A weak return by Susi then, and was punished accordingly by Chiu Hong. And that's the kind of play that we all know the Chinese girl is capable of. And Susi puts that wide for the equalizing point. So Susi romping to a 5-love lead, finds the equal tenacious response from Tang Chiu Hong. That time it's good.
5-all.
Well, Susi must be hoping to repeat that fine start which she made. But I don't think Chiu Hong will allow herself to be drawn into that kind of situation again. Chiu Hong finally succumbs to that long rally.
5.
And Susi Susanti goes ahead again. And a very weak backhand from Chiu Hong.
5.
And Susanti goes in front by 2. And all it needs there is that good fortune from Chiu Hong. And down the shuttle went.
5-7.
Susi Susanti having to play against a top-rate opponent as well as the home crowd. That is not easy for a 19-year-old, but being the top caliber player that she is.
7-5.
don't think she will have much difficulty in coping with both. The Chinese crowd appreciating good badminton, to know when to stop. Their chance, their support for the home players. Very nicely played there by Ju Hong, but unfortunately that cut into the tape.
H5.
And the pattern of the first few points looks like repeating itself. And you can see Ju Hong, the return going to the tape and falling out. And that's just down the line, or is it out?
9-5.
Being called out. So 9-5. And Susi needs 1 point, and she would have done the same set of points all over again. Oh, Susi's mistake.
5-9.
And has she handed Ju Hong another lifeline? Umpire Choi then allowing Ju Hong timeout for a little towel down. And we're about to see the error from Susi. That will ensure the service going back to the Chinese. You can see the return from Susi Susanti. Not quite enough to return back to Ju Hong's court.
6-9.
So point by point, Ju Hong will have to come fighting back again. Ju Hong was trying
9-6.
Trying to fool Susi Susanti. Just when you thought a smash was forthcoming from her, trying something different, tried the drop shot. When you want to try something like that, you've got to be absolutely certain that you can deliver. And Ju Hong was guilty there of cardinal sin. Now Susi Susanti
10, game point 6.
on the verge of claiming game 1. And it is this cool young Indonesian girl that looks more unruffled of the two players. And Ju Hong still stays in the game.
10.
To get 4 points back from this Indonesian and trying to force deuce is quite a tall order. And that's called in.
7-10.
The back paddling from Susi Susanti. Not enough to stop Ju Hong from claiming point number 7. And that's in.
10-7.
Ju Hong looking on hopefully for a line call to be made in her favor, but not finding the decision for her. So Susi now has a chance to take the first game again. And she misses one more time.
Serve 7-10.
Ju Hong at this stage very grateful for every little break that comes in for her. So she's got all to do, 3 points to try and collect back. And that's
10-7.
another mistake from Ju Hong. Shouldn't try to do too many fanciful things. Instead should go for the straight points. She might have been in no position to actually do so. And Susanti has claimed the first game. And Ju Hong there just
11-7.
looking on as Susanti serve landed right in the court. And we're into the second game of the singles semi-final match, ladies singles, that is. Tang Ju Hong, China, back to Canberra. Up against Susanti, who leads by a game to nothing. 11-7 the score in the first game.
2-1.
Badminton tournament of the 11th Asian Games culminates in the final tomorrow night here at the very same complex, the Beijing International Sports Complex. And during that little break, it's been confirmed that Huang Hua
1-2.
has withdrawn from her semi-final tie against Lee Yong-suk due to that twisted ankle. So Yong-suk with a simple, clear passage into the final, where she'll meet either of these two ladies here on court, Ju Hong or Susanti of Indonesia.
Two, 1.
So Ju Hong leads in the second game. The match that has just been completed on the adjacent court was the men's singles semi-final, where Zhao Jianhua defeated Rashid Siddiq of Malaysia 15-2, 15-5. So a very unexpected loss there by Rashid Siddiq to Jianhua.
3-1.
The other semi-final will see Yang Yang against Ellen Budi Kusuma. So if Yang Yang does win, then it will be a repeat of the 1986 Asian Games final. But here the Chinese girl, Ju Hong, must stay.
Serve 1-3.
Must win this second game to stay in contention and ensure Chinese domination as far as the singles events are concerned. She's got off to a good start. It's 3-1 here in the second game, and Ju Hong perhaps now realizing the faults, the mistakes that she made in the opener, doing a little bit of correction as the game wears on. And Ju Hong making picture.
4-1. Server 1-4.
Well, Ju Hong might have done better with that if the net had not interfered with the flight of the shuttle.
Server 4-1.
But anyway, the mistake from Susanti allows Ju Hong back in serve.
Serve server 1-4.
And once again, the shuttle flowing nicely for Chu Hong.
4-1.
And that was action replay of how Chu Hong got her 4th point. But this time she gets back to serve. Initially a very nice check from her as to whether the shuttle from Susi was coming in or out.
Serve server 1-4.
Very sharp cross-court return from the Indonesian. So little emotion from this young Indonesian girl. Good defense from Susi. And
Serve server 4-1.
she surrenders herself back to Tang Chu Hong again. Nice
1.
disguised drop shot from Chu Hong. And once again she tries to trick Susi. But Susi was equal to the task, and look at that fine dive from Susi.
6-1.
Doing a little gymnastics there on the floor. You can see the final posture adopted by Susanti. The second one, there it comes with the legs outstretched. Must have been quite a painful way to surrender a point. And Chu Hong now displaying great character.
1.
And that is a very good lead by any standards. And the Indonesian just 3 points away from conceding the second game. Now some players, you know, they hardly stand a chance of winning the second game, would like to surrender
9-1.
and force and reserve the energy for the double, for the rubber. But we'll have to wait and see if Susi has such plans in her mind. It looks like she's giving away the points rather easily, quite unlike her. And what does the linesman call? It calls it good.
9.
And now Susi with an 8-point deficit to make up. It'll be a very tough job for her. And Chu Hong not even giving her one chance.
1.
Very intriguing encounter here we have between these two champions of the respective countries. And now the numbers 1 and 2 in ladies competition in world badminton. And now Chu Hong
10 game point 1.
on the verge of forcing the rubber game. A very good score line for Chu Hong if she manages to win this next point. And she does, claims it. 11-1.
Mumbai, Tang China 11-1. They 5-minute interval.
And we see again how Susanti crumbled under the might and power of this Chinese girl into the net despite that stretch. And Chong Soo-young and Kil Yong are playing Lai Chai-chin and Yao Fen. But now back to the rubber game. Susi Susanti of Indonesia back to camera against Tang Ju-hong of China. 11-7, Susi won the first, but surrendering the second rather meekly at 1-11. And opening accounts then in the rubber game, Tang Ju-hong. Confidence tremendously boosted here by that fight showing in the second game. And the points for Ju-hong seems to have carried over here in the rubber. She's got 2 easy points, courtesy of the mistake from Susi. And now a 3-point lead.
Love. Serve saver. Love. 3.
Now a chance for Susi. Try to score her first point of the rubber game. And she fails to make it.
3-1. Love, sorry.
3-love. Umpire Choi, South Korea. And Susanti wonder what must be going through the mind right now. I think it surely must be how she can perform so badly in the second game and now continuing that bad trend here in the rubber. 4 points in the back for Ju-hong. She's really gone from strength to strength ever since her first game loss. And Ju-hong, little ambitious.
Love 4.
Is trying to catch Susi out of position, and eventually her error, forcing the shuttle wide. That looks easy enough.
4-love.
And Susi with a little nod there, a little psyching up. She knows she can do it. But the big question is, will Ju-hong allow her? Lesser player would give Susi some hope of making a comeback, but with the standard set by the Chinese, Ju-hong's hopes of reaching the final certainly soaring with each passing moment.
Love 4.
So Susi again takes back the serve. That goes wide again.
4-love.
And Susi Susanti just can't seem to get going. And look at the dejected face of her, although still expressionless. But I can tell not a smile or even a little twinkle coming from her.
Serve, love 4.
So for the fourth time, service comes back to Susi, but can she get that 1 point needed to lift her game out of the rut.
Serve, 4 love.
And Susi even finding a little time then to reflect on her inability to get the points. Ju Hong following suit after Susi had asked for permission to wipe away the perspiration.
Serve, love, 4.
And still Susi can't get that first point.
4 love.
And that must certainly have got into her. The inability to get a point. And Ju Hong taking a little breather. Sometimes these little breathers help to break momentum of the opponent. If taken correctly, it can be quite useful. Oh, and Ju Hong,
love, 4.
as soon as the shuttle left her racket, she knew that she had slightly underplayed it. Now, for the 7th time, Susi holding a serve at love 4. Can she get that first point? Oh, and still, she can't make it.
4 love.
Tremendous effect as far as the preparation of mental toughness is concerned, I think, for Susi, inability to get a point. Shall he be playing on her mind at the moment? And Ju Hong will want to start to reap points again. Fine, good rally then. And Susi,
Serve, love, 4.
is well played. Susi Susanti
4 love.
can't do anything right at the moment. Ju Hong not faring that well either, although she has the 4 points in her bag.
5 love.
And finally, she improves on her scoreline.
Serve, love, 5.
And Susi was very quick then to react. Maybe a game of aggression will do her more good.
Serve, 5 love.
Well, Susi really has my sympathies, and I suppose some of the Chinese supporters in the crowd will also empathize with her. Tremendous heartbreak for Susi. It was the 9th time that she was unable to get a point from herself.
Serve, love 5.
And surely the duck has got to be broken. I suspect a tremendous applause will ring out, even though the point will not be scored by Zhu Hong.
1, 5.
And finally, she makes it. My suspicion then proved wrong. Susi have got the hard work to do. And Susi was waiting there like a hawk. And could this now be the start of something good for her?
Ready?
And you can see how that return from Zhu Hong was finally settled by the onrushing Susi Susanti.
3, 5.
And is this the break that Susi is looking for? Finally coming true for her. And Zhu Hong knew
5, 3.
that shuttle was always going long. And perhaps you can spot Lee Yong-bo then in the background, waiting to play his men's double semi-final. And a weak return from Zhu Hong.
3, 5.
Fine play then from the two players. The crowd's absolutely enjoying it. He must have played some 30 strokes by now. That long rally still going on. And that indeed is a very good point. You can see though the point was not won because the Susi was in serve, but Zhu Hong nevertheless raises her fist. And this third game very close, unlike the first two. The first was dominated by Susi, and Zhu Hong had a very easy time in the second game. But these two players really giving nothing away here in the rubber.
Serve, 3, 5.
And Ju Hong has not made progress at all ever since she arrived at point number 5 some 10 minutes ago. So Susi steadily creeping up. The crowd sends it. Ju Hong knows it. And this girl is on the comeback trail. Now she has leveled things
5-all.
at 5-all. And Ju Hong surrenders the 6-point. And the change of ends now in the rubber game. And there will be more than just physical condition to think about. The aspect of mental toughness also creeping into the forefront of things. And the stronger of the two players now, both in physical ability and mental toughness, I think will go on to take this game.
6-5.
So from a 5-0 deficit, Susi now facing camera is in front by 6 points to 5. And suddenly Ju Hong finding herself in an uncustomary position.
5-6.
Wins back the serve. Must not allow Susi to stretch her lead. And Susi requesting for the court to be wiped. At the same time, a very much needed breather for two tired players. And Susi sends the shuttle wide.
6-all.
A real battle royale, this. 6-all. Oh, that was nicely won by Ju Hong.
7-6.
Some very nice cross-court action at the net. And Ju Hong acknowledging the support given to her, but now she wants some silence. And she also wants to have a little wipe at her face. But the umpire, Mr. Choi from South Korea, not allowing any of the two girls to gain a little advantage.
Serve 6-7.
Quite nerve-wrenching to watch these two girls fighting it out for a place in the final. Still anybody's game at this stage. And Ju Hong sends that out for the equalizing 7-point.
All.
Another fine long rally we have here. And the mistake
7 all.
by Susi. Now whoever qualifies for the final will have a distinct disadvantage when it comes to meeting Lee Yong-suk in the final tomorrow. For Yong-suk, will be very much fresher than either of these two girls.
Ready? 7 all.
Now Ju Hong is back in serve at 7-all. Oh, good backhand flick there from Ju Hong. And there was a solid point.
8-7.
And all the tricks in the book coming to play. No wonder the crowds are appreciating her and applauding her on.
Ready, break.
Tang Ju Hong showing great maturity.
8-7.
At 8-7. Ju Hong goes in front again. That's in. 9-7.
9-7.
And now, the next 2 points. They well proved to be the downfall of the Indonesian. And she definitely doesn't want to lose to this Chinese girl twice in 5 days. That's called in.
7-9.
And Susi Susanti, though 2 points behind, still has a very big say in her own destiny. And the shuttle just scraping over the tape.
9-7.
And that could be considered a very, very lucky break for Ju Hong. A rapid change here of shuttle, one after another. Suspect it also means a little breather for the tough battle that's on court. And point number 10.
10, match point 7.
So China, now the crowd want to make sure that they have a representative in the ladies singles final. With Wang Hua's withdrawal, conceding a walkover to Lee Yong-suk, the country's hopes now rest on this 21-year-old Tang Ju Hong. Can she claim the final point? Scintillating action here. And she's done it. And Tang Ju Hong salutes the crowd. And the crowd in turn adores this 21-year-old.
11-7.
And 7-11, 11-1, 11-7. I will call it